Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. I do have a small speech that I'd like to make about our bride and groom. And I did have a speech prepared, and that was until the day I met the bride's father, Dennis. Now, Dennis took me to one side and he said to me, he said, don't upset anybody and keep it clean. So I've had to have a minor rethink of my speech, and I've also had to thin it down slightly. So, a lot of this... Right. So now, I seem to be left with it. Cheers, Dennis. Right. Now, firstly, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the bride and groom to everybody for attending this monumental occasion. Your gifts will be greatly appreciated. And more to the point, it amazes me how far people will actually travel for a free meal and an easel. So, right. Now, the ushers as well today, you've all done a great job of ushering, which hasn't really been an easy task to do, considering the kind of crowd we've had here today. So, big pat on the back and a big thank you. And to the parents of the bride and the groom, thank you for helping to organise such a wonderful day. It's been absolutely amazing. And we all really, I know what we're all really thinking, which is how amazing do the bridesmaids look. And Angie looks absolutely stunning. You really do. Right. Now, over the last few days, I've been doing various best man tasks, and last night seemed to be the most important, which meant getting Chris away from the pub and home for a reasonable hour and to bed, not too drunk. And actually, it was a really easy task to do last night because he had a J2O and one at that. So there was no ripping the JD out of his hands or anything, it was nice and easy. And he slept like a baby. Well, he did wet the bed, he woke up crying in the hour. Right. Now, what can I say about our groom? He's a real gentleman, and if you could ever want anybody, he's always going to be there for you. He's just such a caring bloke. He's such a caring bloke. Chris, what did you write here? We'll just say you're a loving and caring bloke, shall we? We'll leave it at that. Right. Now, I've only actually known Chris for about 4 years now, but something became quite obvious early on in our friendship. And that was Chris's love of giving things a go. I think we'd all call it DIY. But Chris, destroy it yourself, is that a bit more up your alley? It is really, isn't it? Yeah. And after speaking to Chris's mother, she informed me that he's been like it since quite an early age. Leave her alone. And it didn't matter while he was growing up how large or small the item was that was damaged. He'd always give it a go. He'd normally give up halfway through, rendering it useless. And Chris, your freezer, mate. That wasn't much more successful, was it? Turn it off at the socket, mate. Let it defrost naturally. Don't hack away at it with sharp objects. It's all going to end in tears, isn't it, mate? And you're going to have to buy a new freezer. So, just that's a little tip for the future. And Angie, if you need anything doing around the house...
Call Swampy. So, if you want that look, I can leave it on the back table for you and get it any time. Do you know what I mean? Jobs are going to get done properly. Now, how much do you want? Do you know what I mean? So, that's for you, Ange. So there we go. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are still capable of standing, would you all please do me the honour of raising your feet and raising the glass to Mr. and Mrs. Hyde. Thank you. To Mr. and Mrs. Hyde. Mr. and Mrs. Hyde.